Hello everyone, JRDeal96 here with a brand new reaction. As you can tell by the title, it's another Markiplier video, and this video just came out as I was recording. And that is, I'm tired. Which is something is not familiar with Mark, especially with his lore with Damien. Or especially in Space with Markiplier when he goes, Captain, I'm tired. And all that. But I'm assuming it's most likely because of all the, the stuff that he's dealing with right now, especially with editing the Iron Lung movie and stuff. Hopefully, that is coming out pretty soon. Hopefully he's almost done with it, because I'm excited for it. So, I'm curious what he has to say here. So, let's just get right into it. So, without further ado, let's react to this video, shall we?
Hello, I know what you're going to say, so I'm going to cut you off at the pass. Ordinarily, a YouTuber would be like, go to the comments, leave them, comment, drop them, comment. I've been busy, if it wasn't apparent, and is usually the case whenever I'm not posting videos for a while. It's because I'm working on other stuff that just needs my attention. So that's what I've been doing. And I'm saying this, which is in the text. So I don't know why I keep pointing up there. It hasn't been up there in years. But I came here to say this because I am tired. And I kind of want to share that because I haven't been able to share pretty much anything. The amount of work that I've had to put into Iron Lung recently has been probably more than any other project that I've had to do, in addition to having to learn so many different things that I thought I knew how to do or I had a surface level knowledge of. And I had to expand on that and keep digging deeper. And what's great is nothing is great. It's not great. Long story short, I have been busy, and I'm going to be busy for a little bit longer. I know I've said these words before, and I know that they've lost all meaning, but final stretch, the thing about a final stretch is that it can keep stretching, and that's what it's been doing, and that's what it's been doing to me. I've been stretched very thin, and that means that I just haven't been able to make videos, and that sucks. Like, it just does. I want to say that out loud because we all know it. Like, you know it, I know it, and that's why I said at the beginning of this, like, hold on, I know what you're going to say. You don't need to say it.
Go to sleep.
I know it, but it needs to be said, right? Like, I'm very tired. I've been busting my ass on this for
a long time now.
Like, almost a year now, and that's crazy.
He filmed it last year.
Now that I think about it. That's even crazier because that's one Unis honest, right?
Yeah.
It's very not easy, but it's very simple to reduce things down to 1 year when you know exactly how much work goes into a year of working every day on something. And that was dishonest, and I've been working on this longer than that. Admittedly, there was a big strike in the middle of it, but it didn't mean the work stopped for me. It was just like I got to
the writer's strike and
try to get ahead on some problem solving and try to learn some things and try to get ahead in other areas. And this all ties into something that I believe very intensely, and that has led me to where I am today in terms of making content on YouTube, is that some things are worth pushing yourself for. Some things are worth stretching yourself very thin for. I would not be here if I did not throw myself in headfirst into things that I did not fully understand with all the confidence in the world that I would figure it out. And no, I didn't land on my feet all the time. I landed on my ass, head, and literally everywhere but my feet. But I got through it, You can learn a lot of things about yourself, and you can learn a lot of things that you didn't know you could do. And I have, in this past year, learned a ton of shit that I can't talk about just yet, except I have. That's the thing. Somewhat. I have been talking about it on Distractable and Go My Favorite Sports Team. If you didn't know, I have 2 podcasts.
Yeah.
And I've been keeping up with those regularly. For me, mentally, talking with my friends and being able to have that sense of normalcy when I can't just do regular stuff by myself has been very peaceful and has been very nice, and that's part of the reason why I started this podcast with my friends, is so that I could have a regular means with talking to them and just getting these thoughts out of my head and de-stressing about the things that have been pushing me. But even now, I can't do that because it is the final stretch, and I have to do so much more.
Oh God!
Like, I'm not even close. Like, I'm close to done. But looking at the amount of work, I'm not even close to done. And that's, it's not good. But it doesn't have to be good to be good later. You know what I mean? That's my philosophy. Part of the creative process is not all sunshine and rainbows. You know, it's bashing your head against a wall, and I've been doing that, and I'm very good at that. If you didn't know me, I'm exceptionally good at that. And in bashing my head against a wall, somehow my skull just gets thicker, and my brain just gets bigger, and my confidence in what I can do grows, but also crumbles a lot, a lot, a lot. That's part of it too, you know. Just working on this has been a bear. Working on this has been a big cement block tied to each shoe, and then I'm going down in the ocean of blood. Once I swim to the surface. That's the trick. I gotta swim to the surface. That's the trick. You're going down, jumping into a new project. That's the easy part. You turns out you just sink. The rest of it, to either swim up to the top if you have the skill to do that, or you walk along the bottom of the ocean and you crawl up on shore. I don't know where this analogy is going, but it seems weirdly fitting and also related to what I'm doing. So I'm going to stick with it. And I'm going to stick with this. And I'm going to stick it out until the end of this project. And that way I can show you something cool. And if this goes the way that it seems to be going, I'll get to do it again.
Yeah, and make it worse. Put much of a more of a mental toll on you.
I get to do it again. Yes, I will, and I look forward to it. When I say I love doing this, like you can't tell me that I'm not telling the truth, because I really can't wait to do it all. I'm going to take a break after this is done. After this movie comes out, I'm going to take a big old break. And by break, I mean, I'm just going to focus on making YouTube videos for a little bit. That sounds like fun. And then maybe helping other people make some cool shit that doesn't have me involved in every step of the process. That sounds kind of cool too.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that. But first, I'm going to go get ramen with Amy.
Hey.
And then I'm going to play with Chica or something.
Or Henry.
She's doing good, by the way. So is Henry. So am I. Just a little stressed. That's okay. Just want to let you know. So I'm going to get back to it. And by to it, I mean the ramen thing that I'm doing. And I promise I won't work for the rest of the night. Even though it's like 8 p.m. All right, bye. Okay.
Pretty much he's just talking about how exhausting mentally it's been to make this movie, and how much of a toll it's been. He did the podcast to kind of like as like an escape from all the stress and all the painful hours trying to edit all that stuff, which is understandable. But and he said this is like the most difficult thing he's ever worked on. Well, it's a goddamn movie, for crying out loud. It's a movie. You never worked on something like this. This is not like Damien. This is not like Heist or In Space. This is not like any of the other projects you've done in the past. This is a full-length feature movie based on a video game indie horror. Like he did say he's like on the final stretch, which means there's a lot still to do. But hopefully he's almost done. But still, I can't imagine, I can't imagine, the mental toll it takes when it comes to doing stuff like this, like when creating a movie, for example. I can't imagine how much of a toll it has to be. You gotta work extremely hard in trying to figure out, okay, I gotta do this. So, hopefully, that movie comes out pretty soon. But also, he has another project that's still kind of MIA, and we haven't heard a fucking peep about it. It's to the point where someone had to take matters into their own hands. And that is the Edge of Sleep TV series. The live-action version of the Edge of Sleep. Audio drama. It was discovered about, a month ago, that on New Regency's website, which is the company that is that Q Code's partnered up with for this live action show, they have a page on their website called distribution. You go to distribution and you see a poster for Edge of Sleep. And then you click on it and it shows you like 3 links: Facebook, Twitter, and trailer. You go to the trailer, it's a unlisted video on YouTube of like a sizzle reel of the show. And that's really unfortunate that, you know, it had to go to that extent. But like seriously, like what are they fucking waiting for? This is probably like, you know, it's probably been done on the hard drive for like the longest time. And yet they're waiting for someone to go, we'll pick that up, we'll air that. Because I do not want this to end up like Coyote versus Acme or Batgirl. I do not want it to end like that. Because that would be a huge waste of work, a waste of time, and a waste of money. You want this to work out in the end. So I would love for this to finally happen. You know, I would love for Edge of Sleep to finally, you know, get released. Just release the trailer. That might get people's attention. You never know. So I don't know what's the wait. What's the holdup? Mark is a goddamn producer for it, and yet he can't have, you know, he's not aware of anything going on with it. That's a little weird, don't you think? Well, I digress, really, but hopefully that comes out soon, as well as the Iron Lung, you know, movie as well. So, anyways, this video just came out when I was trying to record something else entirely, completely different from reactions. It was like a lot of trial and error. So I was having a lot of, you know, issues with it. Even the computer, the entire screen going black and not coming back while I was playing this particular thing. So, didn't help. But anyways, that's really it on this reaction. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully Mark gets some sleep. And hopefully, you know, he recharges. Like, I'm not saying take a break now. But, you know, like, just, like, once you're done. Once you're done with the movie. Once you're done with all that. Just focus on, you know, like, take a month off. Take a couple weeks off. Not do anything. Just, you know, play games normally, you know. Don't do anything. You know, like, just to kind of relieve your stress of, like, what you've been doing in the last few weeks. In the last few months, honestly, because he has been doing this for the last year. He filmed it, and now he's been editing this whole thing this whole time, and he had to deal with the writer's strike and actor's strike during that period of time. So he's been dealing with a lot, and now here we are, still trying to figure out when is all this stuff coming out. Who knows? But anyways, that's really it on this reaction. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, share this video with your friends. Be sure to ring that bell to be part of the notification squad. Be sure to check out my Instagram because make cool and Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, and myself. There's some Acments of cosplays on there, so go check it out. And be sure to check out my Tumblr, my Discord, in the description as well. So until next time, JRDeal96 signing out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.